Today's question comes from Brian in Orlando, Florida, and he's asking about tips for search engine optimization that he can do on his own, that he doesn't have to pay a company like us or another SEO to be able to handle for him. We're going to talk about on-page SEO and some things that you can do, at home, in your office, on your own, that you don't really need to be technical, but actually gives tremendous value. Number one, let's start with images. What we see is that a lot of web designers actually will take the images that are taken with a DSLR or a phone and automatically up those into WordPress or Joomla or code them into your website without naming the file name. So number one is you need to take your keywords and optimize the file name before you upload it into your website. So you might want to have Orlando Limousine Service or Orlando Car Service as your file name. That is different than the alt text that goes in once you've already put that image into your website. That's where you would take a different keyword. So if you're using Orlando Limo Service for your file name of that image, then you want to use a different keyword for your alternative text, and that may be Orlando Car Service. So start with your images first, because that's where we see the majority of mistakes that are being made. The next thing is your header tags, your H1 tags. And that is typically what the title of the page is going to be, depending on how your web developer designed your website. As an example, we see a lot of companies using the word fleet to name their fleet page. Well, that's great, it's short, it's easy. The problem is there's no SEO value there. So you might want to have fleet in your menu bar, but when you actually click on that and open up on the page, I want to see Orlando Limousine Service or Orlando Party Bus Service or Orlando Executive Car Service. Take advantage of those H1s, because that's the number one highest value component of your on-page SEO. So optimize your images and then start with your H1 tags. Lastly, where we see a lot of people make mistakes is they don't fill in the meta description. And that's actually what shows up in the Google or Yahoo search or Bing search when you see your URL, your page title, and then that 165 character description down below. Not very much SEO value to that anymore, but the way that this correlates to SEO value is that is your 165 characters of an elevator pitch to sell me to click on your link to go to your website. So make sure you populate a unique, I repeat, a unique meta description for each individual page. Don't just do it once and have the same meta description for home, fleet, about us, and all of your different services. It needs to be unique for each individual page. The last thing that I want to leave you with on-page SEO is about page load speed. And almost everybody that I know defaults to GoDaddy or HostGator, and they go with the cheapest hosting package available. Well, what that means is that you're sitting on a server with 500 or 600 or 1,000 other websites, which typically slows down your page load speed. You need to have your page load speed at under 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds max. If you can get it under 1 second, it's going to boost your SEO value. So go to speedtest.net and see how fast your website is loading, because page load speed is critical, not only on the web, but even more importantly, on your phone and mobile devices for your customers. So go to speedtest.net, test how fast your website's loading. The first thing, if you have a slow page load speed, you need to check at upgrading your hosting. We recommend Bluehost. That typically generates the fastest page load speed, and they have great security measures as well. A little bit more expensive than GoDaddy. You can get a decent hosting program on GoDaddy for $7 to $9 a month. I think it's $12 to $14 a month, but that extra $5-6 is well worth it. Hopefully that helps you out with your on-page SEO. And just a little plug for Limo University for our members. This is members only. We do have a workshop coming up at the end of March, at the end of this month, that's going to be all about on-page SEO for operators. I hope to see you there.